Okay, I think that's my intro for now on. It's just me jumping on my bed and sitting down. So today it is Thursday the 12th of January, and that is completely obvious and idiotic to point out. So, hi, how you doing? I have no makeup on and I've got shower hair. So it's freshly washed just now. I feel like Graveyard Girl starting off with a "does this thing really?" No. Ugh. My hair's annoying because it's all wet and I don't like it. Today, I'm feeling a little bit better about life. Because I did have the whole bus thing yesterday. And that was just terrible. I hated that so much. So that has been kind of sorted. Our bus driver is still leaving because he dislikes all of the hassle that has been going on his bus rides. If I did that, I could like do little toddler lunch. That would be really cute. But he is very upset about all of the hassle that he's been going through, and he hates that it's dragging us into it as well. So he's very. He would want us to be taken off our school run anyway, even if he wasn't resigning, because of the way he gets talked to, and he's been reported by people, and it's rude. Frankly, I hate it. But so, since all that has been happening recently, I decided to make this one a bit more of a lighter video, so something that made me quite happy. The only thing that made me happy this entire week was my dream last night. First, I'm going to tell you the time I had this dream specifically. I went to bed at like 8 PM, I think it was, because my sleeping schedule's all out of whack due to like revising for the mock exams and all that. So yeah, it's really not going too well already. So 8 PM, and then I woke up at 1 AM, which was very fun. Went to bed about 20 minutes later-ish, give or take. And then I woke up at like 5 AM, which I was like, I'm so done. And I was like, well, I'm going to be up in like 2 hours or something. So I was like, just going to try and go back to sleep for a bit. It was between this time and the next time I woke up that I had the dream. So I woke up at 6:30, and that's when I wrote the dream log that I did about it. So, if I go to my notes, and so, I fell asleep at 5 AM, and then I woke back up at 6:30, and it was between that time that I had my dream. So if you can see that, I don't know if you can, 12th January 2017 at 6:35 AM. Yeah, it's probably backwards, but whatever. So yeah, this is my dream. So 5 till 6:30, which was the strangest time for me to have a dream, because I didn't actually have a dream before that, but since I woke up I was like, that was a really good dream, I don't want to forget this dream. So yeah, I'm going to tell you my dream now. So, it started in England and I had the 11th Doctor just came out of nowhere, right? And for some reason I was the viewpoint of this girl called Henrietta, and he sees her and he decides, hey, I'm gonna take you around the world and visit cool places and stuff. I'm sure she had a dog with her. I'm sure she had like a dog with her at the start when he first comes and sees, speaking of dogs, when he first comes and sees her, but I don't remember a dog being in the whole rest of the dream. I remember Giant Swan. Skipping ahead. So then he falls in love with this girl Henrietta and takes her all around the world. He then proceeds to having the TARDIS suspended in midair, and then he's like, I've always wanted to go parachuting, and she's like, okay. So they parachute, they've got like one giant parachute that's like three big parachutes, and they dive out of the TARDIS and they're flying. And she's like, why did you pick here? It looks quite boring. And he's just like, oh, I love World War planes. I love World Wars, you know? I think they're interesting. And then just out of nowhere, a giant swarm, like an army of World War planes, just came flying out of nowhere. They just go flying past, and Henrietta at this point is like freaking out, or me, I'm just like, whoa. And he's like, yeah. And then one of the planes rips the parachute, and they go falling. and they just like plummet down to Earth, and there's like this ocean which is knee deep, and it's a very strange ocean, and they land in this giant inflatable swan. So they just land in a giant inflatable swan. Ooh, scab. So they just beautiful, I know. They just land in this giant inflatable swan. They then decide, well, we have to get shorter somehow. So they look left and they look right. If they go left, they go to this random weird place. And if they go right, they go to this other random weird place. But this other random weird place has the Eiffel Tower sticking out of the middle of it. So I was assuming this was France, which the doctor confirmed. It was weird because it was like a giant platform over here with a littler dock platform coming off of it, and then an even littler dock platform coming off it like that. So it's kind of like a giant, I didn't know what to call this, so it's like an L, but then with a tiny L on the end. I don't know how to, like a three-way square, kind of? I don't know. Kind of like a U, but like a hat. I don't know. It was really weird to do that. It was made of metal. It was just a bunch of platforms with like made of white metal, and they were about head height. And the ocean was knee deep, so it was really strange. So they started paddling to go left, and then they were like, well, we're getting absolutely nowhere. So they were like, let's start traveling right. So they decided to go right. And then it feels as if they're being pushed along, like the giant swan is actually pushing them to go right, because that's where the current's going. So they start going right. And as Henrietta steps out of the giant inflatable swan, and she goes to step onto there's like a halfway point to get onto the platform bit, so she goes on that and then goes on the platform. And just as she's about to step onto the platform, the comedian Drew Lynch, who didn't have a stutter in my dream, mind you, came over and helped her up onto the platform. Henrietta and Drew continue talking as if they've known each other for years. Specifically talking about some random person who said they absolutely hated Drew, and I knew who I was thinking of in my dream. I knew who hated Drew and was just not saying it, or was saying it. But now I don't remember. Literally, as soon as I woke up, I have no clue who was saying they hated Drew. And it was right after that I woke up. So if anybody knows anything about dreams, then that would certainly help. That was my dream, and it was very entertaining because I basically just got to hang around the world with one of my favourite people ever. I love Doctor Who so much. So yeah, that gave me a little bit of, put me in a pretty good mood for the day, and then I went to school and I was like, I had an RE mock. Pretty sure I did alright. Okay then, so this video was just me explaining my dream. That's it. I think it was a very nice dream. It was a very lovely dream to have, especially at the time. I liked it. It was fun. It was funny. It was happy. It's good. Okay, I need to get better at ending videos. I'm very good at starting them, just jumping on my bed, but ending is where I struggle. Thanks for watching. Bye.